Here's a quick look at some of the FL Studio mixing and mastering techniques that I use to get the audio quality a bit better. So here I have a sample project file I've just made. In it we've got a drum, we've got a drum and some claps and a tom. We've got some synths, a bass and a synth. We've also got another synth here. So let's have a look at those. First of all, we've got the drum, which has a parametric equalizer on its high end to make it a lot lower. As you can see, the difference. We've also got a multi-band compressor set to compression 2.9, I believe, and the gain is turned right up. The difference without that. That's how you get that pump and kick drum sound, by putting the gain and a big compression on. Then we've got pattern 2, in which we have a clap, which is again a parametric EQ. Doesn't have any bass in a clap, so we've taken that away in the EQ. We've also added a small reverb to it, and a multi-band compressor again. I believe the same compression applies, 2.9 with its gain up. That was purely just, instead of disabling that and turning that right up, instead I just added the compressor in so I can have more fine control over its volume. The tom is channel 7. It's got no high end to it, I just wanted a bit low end. And again I compressed that, but this time I left it at default. And I believe that has a compression 2.9 on it as well. Moving on, we'll have both the synths. First of all, we've got the high end, which I took the bass away and I took a little bit of the sharpness away there. Left the middle rather rounded. Added a small reverb to it and turned the effect strength down to about 70% there. On the bass, which is again just another synth, but this time what I've done is I've cut away all the high end, added a multi-band compressor to, I believe this one is on bass boost. I added a limiter, which is sidechain compression to the kick, which you can see there, sidechain down here, and a small reverb. We've then got this, which is an arpeggiator that I disabled the arpeggiation on to give you this sort of sound. That again has an EQ on it, where the high end's removed a little bit. No bass in it at all, so I removed all the bass. I also added a gross beat and set this to the preset of stutter and selected stutter 10. I added a reverb, which is quite a medium reverb, which you can hear, and a filter so I can automate the frequency in hertz from low to high. So in the end, after doing all of that on the master channel, you got a multi-band compressor. This is set to compression 2.9, I think. I've turned the volume down a little bit on there. I've added a limiter and set that to around 0 decibels. A stereo enhancer, that's been set to subtle. And I turned it down halfway. An isotope ozone 5 set to the preset of 4-band master punchy dynamics. A parametric EQ to cut 40 Hz and 18 kHz. I also, 18,000 hertz. I also had another parametric EQ. That one hasn't done anything, but I can use that to make small adjustments if need be. So in the end of doing that, I've panned all the instruments left and right, and we end up with this.